Hi all. See this limit problem is appeared in 2019 paper and we have to solve that. Now see that here we are having some cot, tan and all function, right? So first write down and make one substitution because x tends to pi by 4 is always creating issue, right? So let's change that first, okay? So first is given that our limit is actually from x tends to pi by 4 and so on. Let's go ahead. So we'll have that limit x tends to pi by 4. We have that as cot cube x minus tan x divided by cos x plus pi by 4. Okay. Now see that this problem, first step we can follow in that way that we consider that x plus pi by 4 is equal to 1, okay, is equal to y, and if x tends to pi by 4 we can convert it as y tends to 0, okay. So that way you can y tends to 0 or pi by 2, I guess, right, based on that, but that doesn't change that much problem, okay. So what should I do? We just first convert it in tan and tan, right, because playing with cot it's always little difficult, right. So let's convert to the general way. So let's go ahead and write down that limit x tends to pi by 4. It's 1 by tan cube. So therefore we'll get it as 1 minus tan to the power 4x divided by tan cube x into cos x plus pi by 4. That's it, okay. So what should I do? We just see that we multiply the denominator and numerator by that numerator and denominator by cot tan cube x. So cot cube into tan cube gives me 1. Tan cube into tan x gives me tan to the power 4 and obviously the remaining. Now see that we need to expand this cos x plus 4 and all that stuff. Now see that it can be easily expandable, right? So let's do that separately, right? So let's do this problem with other color. So let's go ahead and see that cos what happened for x plus pi by 4. We know this expansion, so that gives me that cos x cos y. So cos x cos pi by 4 and minus sin x sin pi by 4. Now see that sin pi by 4 and cos pi by 4 values is well known. So therefore this function can easily be written as 1 by root 2 taken common cos x minus sin x. That's it, okay. So just directly replace that, okay. Now see that therefore the required limit L, it's became as limit x tends to pi by 4, 1 minus tan to the power 4 can be written as 1 minus tan square x, 1 plus tan square x divided by tan cube x, and cos x pi by 4 can be written as 1 by root 2 into cos x minus sin x. That's it, okay. Now we can easily see that here we can easily divide that is a multiplication of two limit. Obviously the 1 right 2 I don't care, right? So we just say that it will be equal to root 2 into something, okay. So root 2 into limit x tends to pi by 4. Now see that x tends to pi by 4, I just take 1 by tan square x and divided by 1 tan cube x. So this part, right, it can be easily separated because if I substitute x equal to pi by 4 in this case, right, we'll get 1 plus 1 divided by 1 because it is not a singular point. So let's consider the other part, right. So that will gives me that multiplied by limit x tends to 0, x tends to pi by 4, 1 minus tan square x divided by cos x minus sin x. That's it. Now obviously we are ready to solve this problem. So therefore we can say that this is equal to root 2 into 1 plus tan pi by 4 1 and tan cube 1. So that's it, 2 root 2. Now let's go ahead and write down that. So limit x tends to pi by 4. Now, 1 minus tan square x can be written as 1 minus sin square x by cos square x. So, if I multiply it by cos square x, then the denominator and numerator will say that you'll get it as cos square x minus sin square x divided by cos square x into cos x minus sin x. That's it. So, therefore, you can say that it will gives you 2 root 2 into limit x tends to pi by 4 1 by cos square pi by 4 cos square x, and we have cos x minus sin x. Therefore, we can say that we can easily factorize this. If I able to factorize this, we'll get it as cos x plus sin x, cos x minus sin x. So that cos x minus sin x term will be cancelled out, right? So let's apply that. So we can easily say that we can factorize that as cos x plus sin x and cos x minus sin x. Obviously, we have the same denominator, cos x minus sin x. So, this cos x minus sin x term will be cancelled out now. So, therefore, the required limit will become 2 root 2 limit x tends to pi by 4 1 by cos square x multiplied by cos x plus sin x. Now, see that. For this case, right, we can easily apply that cos pi by 4. So, therefore, my limit will be reduces to 2 root 2 1 by cos square pi by 4. That means that 1 by 2 and 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. So, therefore, we can say that it will be 2 root 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 by root 2. So that's why the final answer will be reduces to 8, and that's it. So that's the problem for here, and that's why for this particular problem option C is the correct answer. So it's a very simple problem. Only the step is that we have to separate or that different limits one by one, whichever is known to us, right? Here that's the trick. So we just apply that. We take 1 plus tan square x separately outside because we can easily calculate this limit, right? And that doesn't affect the other side of the limit, right? So that's why you can go ahead and do this problem. That's it. Hope you understood it. Thank you.